The Tiger II-H is a rank 4 German heavy tank sitting at a BR of 6.7 in realistic battles. This tank is one of the most fierce and recognizable tanks of history and of war thunder. That doesn't mean it's invincible. You still need to know the strengths and weaknesses of the tank and how to get the most out of it. In this video, I will guide you through the pros and cons of this vehicle and other characteristics. Let's get started. The tank is very well protected frontally. Only heat rounds and high-powered APDS will be able to reliably penetrate your upper front plate. The lower plate has less armor and can be susceptible to APDS rounds like the British 84mm APDS and heat rounds. The turret front is the main weak point on this tank. It is almost completely flat and about 185mm thick. Most guns around BR 6.7 will be able to penetrate this piece of armor. Behind the right side of the armor is the gunner and the commander, and behind them is an ammo rack. So there is a chance that a penetrating hit here will cause an ammo detonation. The side armor of the Tiger II-H is about on average with other tanks of its BR. The whole side of the tank is covered by 80mm of armor. All tanks at 6.7 can easily go through this armor. The side of the turret is also 80mm and is curved at the front and the back. This can cause problems. Even slightly angling your turret will expose this weak side turret armor, giving weaker guns the ability to penetrate it more effectively. So I recommend that you always keep the turret pointed towards the enemy. On the other hand, you can also slightly angle your hull. This will make it harder to penetrate, but don't overdo it. Angle it at about 15 degrees. Overall, the tank's armor is great for its BR and below. But once you get up-tiered in this vehicle, you will have a hard time against vehicles with heat and high-caliber APDS. The Tiger II-H is armed with the excellent KWK 43 8.8cm cannon. This gun provides great muzzle velocity and punching power through the rounds. This tank has a good reload for such a powerful gun with an expert crew reloading the gun every 8 seconds. The main shell for this tank is the PZGR 3943. This an APCBC round. It has an explosive filler and has good penetration on angles. This round is great for its BR, but it will likely struggle in an up tier against heavy tanks like S3, 4, or 6. I suggest that you study these heavy tanks in order to counter them. The tank has -8 degrees of gun depression, which is average but still better than your Russian counterparts. An expert crew can get about 18 degrees a second of horizontal targeting speed, which is good compared to other heavy tanks like the IS-2s. Being able to react quickly with a heavy tank is very important, especially when fighting more mobile opponents. I suggest that you only take 23 rounds, as this will empty all the ammo in the hull of the tank, while the remaining ammo will stay in the turret as first-stage ammo. This will minimize your chances of being ammo-racked, and still give you enough ammo to fight effectively. The King Tiger also has 12 smoke grenades. These are great for concealing your position and can allow you to retreat or to advance unseen. The mobility of the Tiger II-H is a mixed bag. The tank has good straight line speed, but the acceleration is poor as well as the mobility at low speeds. The tank can reach a top speed of 42 km/h, and in reverse it can reach a speed of 12 km/h. This reverse gear is great for retreating if you are damaged or overwhelmed. A useful feature for this tank is the fact that it has access to neutral steering. This is good for when you need to maneuver in close quarters. This tank's mobility will help it in many different situations. The reverse speed can help you make good use of cover. The neutral steering allows you to quickly respond to threats in close quarters. The straight line speed will help you to get in some good positions across the map. Improving reloading on this tank is important as it allows you to fire faster at the enemy. The leadership skill improves other important skills. Targeting helps you to quickly move your turret towards the enemy and react. Having your crews survive damage is extremely important and can save you occasionally. This tank's stock grind is relatively easy. You receive the most useful shell stock, and with recent changes to the game, you receive 1 free FPE when you are stock. You can choose between going down the mobility line or firepower route, depending on your playstyle and preferences. The Tiger II-H is a reasonably versatile, heavy tank. You can fulfill many roles. This tank has a good gun and good armor. so playing it as a sniper is a good idea. At long range, your weak points are much harder to hit, and your gun still remains effective. The good armor and relatively fast reload allows you to play as a close-range brawler. Your good horizontal traverse speed also aids you in this role, but don't overextend as this will leave your weak side armor exposed. Playing as a support tank is also viable. You can sit just behind your teammates and pick off distracted enemies. Overall, this tank is a classic War Thunder vehicle that many enjoy playing, and for good reason. So I highly recommend getting this tank. I hope you learned something.